Okay, meant to show you something neat this evening. Here it is. I got a few of them. It's always useful to have two of these, one to hold a diffuser, another one to hold a reflector, or one to hold a white reflector. Anyway, point is, single light source or multiple light source, indoor, outdoor, incredibly useful. An illuminator arm reflector with a complete articulating arm with a light stand. Doesn't have to be a Super Duty light stand like this. If you want to use a cheap aluminum light stand, you're going to have to sandbag it, of course, so it doesn't tip over if the wind hits it. More useful than a jar of Vaseline and a house full of hookers. How does it work? What does it do? This will actually hold my 6-foot diffuser panel. It extends out really far. I'm going to show you an example here. You have two extending joints, so it can actually use, I think it's like a 6.5-foot diffuser reflector. What it does is it mounts. Let me actually drop the arm over like this since I'm inside the house here and I've only got so much clearance. And screws on top of your light stand. Yeah, I know, I don't have the microphone on me right now. There we go. And open up this reflector. And what you do is you actually pull these notches back, drop in your reflector. Okay, right like that. And like I said, there's a little spring tension right here. It holds any size reflector. And I don't need to tighten it here, but for demonstration purposes, I guess I'll tighten it. And I do. Let go on the other side here. And I'll adjust my articulating arm however I want it. Like this. Any angle you want, whether to reflect the strobe, reflect sunlight. I mean, you know, the 4-in-1 reflectors, silver, gold, diffuser, white, whatever sort of reflector you got, whether it's enormous or tiny. Well, I think the minimum is actually 22 inches on this, so, but that's still a tiny reflector. That's the only time you hear that 22 inches is tiny, right? Depends on who you hear it from, right? So anyway, incredibly useful. Since the actual articulating arm is inside of a ball joint, it is very flexible. So once you got your light stand sandbagged, you don't actually have to move your light stand. So you got your model here, sunlight coming in over here, for example. However you want to place this, you just bring it to where you get the proper illumination. So you have two of these articulating arms for holding reflectors or diffuser. The main one that I use is the 6-foot diffuser panel to actually cut down the harshness of sunlight. And if you have a couple light stands and two of these arms, you don't need to pay an assistant. Well, you'd have to pay two assistants to sit there and actually hold a reflector or a diffuser panel. So this makes things really easy. And however, two assistants is actually easier, but you have to pay them. Unless they're like your brothers or sisters or somebody you know. But the people like that are inept, and you can't trust them to do the right thing when it comes to properly holding a reflector. Anyway, I'll give you the link below on these, and like I said, incredibly useful. There are actually two ball joints here. This is made by Westcott. There are a lot of reflector arm holders, but most of them are cheap Chinese crap. So I recommend getting one of these used or new. You really never find these used. Once in a while you do, because anybody that has one of these never gives them up because they're so incredibly useful. So that's it. One of the most useful lighting tools, either indoors or outdoors, that you can buy, especially outdoors. Crank this sucker out and hold a 6-foot diffuser panel. Great stuff. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.